Nobody's gonna come and save you from whatever situation you're in your life. Nobody's gonna come and save you. Something perfect is not gonna happen. You may think somebody or something or someone perfect will just come along in your life and say and take you out of the situation that you're in. It's just simply not gonna happen. Let's say you're taking drugs and you're gonna say to yourself, no, it's like, let's just say you're taking cocaine, let's just say you're taking cocaine. You're gonna think to yourself, I don't even do this for fun, it's just boring, like, I don't like facing my life's realities because they're too tough for me, they're too challenging for me. We'll grow up, you're a pussy. In that case, you're gonna think, maybe if somebody just explained it to me, if something crazy happens, then I'm gonna change, I'm gonna stop it one day. This one day disease that people do nowadays, it's not gonna happen. You have to do it right fucking now. That day is not gonna come. You'll say one day I'm gonna stop doing this. It's not gonna happen. You'll just keep prolonging the decision. One day never comes, and we all know that. So you have to stop it right fucking now. I'm just giving a drug example, let's say. You are also the consequence for your life choices so far. You are. I hate to break it to you. Whatever your situation you're in, if you're fat, if you're poor, if you don't have a loving relationship, well, there's a reason for that, and that's your fault. It's completely your fault. It's not anybody else's fault. Sure, sometimes our parents have taught us things that are not really good for us. I understand. However, you're an adult. You have to do your own research. You have to take life in your own hands. Grab it by the balls. Take it in control. It's completely your fault. Fat people, why are they fat? Okay, I'm not talking about the people that have genetic conditions, some body conditions which causes them to be fat. I'm not talking about those people. Don't come at me, okay? I'm talking about the people that are fat because they eat too much and then they blame it on their life. They blame it on their friends or their family, like they're victims of their bad treatment. That's why they're fat. It doesn't work like that. You're fat because you choose to eat too much, and that's it. You are dumb because you give a fuck about useless things that don't really control. No. You give a fuck about useless things that don't really make much impact on your life. You think for people that, let's say, they want to start a business, they want to start a YouTube channel, something, you're too lazy. You don't want to do that. You just say one day I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. Let's say you want to start on the 1st of March. Today is the 12th of February. For everyone watching this video, this is recorded on the 12th of February. You might think to yourself, okay, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel on the 1st of March. From this time till the 1st of March, you're gonna fuck around, you're gonna do nothing. Or you may start researching. I don't know, you might start researching something a little bit. That's good. That's something productive, at least. You can research how to make a video, how to speak properly, how to build an audience, etc, etc, etc. However, the day comes close, March 1st is coming close, it's 2 days till the 1st of March, and you're feeling good. Oh, I might start it, and then it's 1 day left to go. You're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna be super productive on that day. I'm gonna record my video, I'm gonna post it on YouTube, I'm gonna have my channel name and everything. However, the day does come, and you're getting like a headache, you feel too nervous, you're like, oh no, this is a bit too much for me. And then your brain will just start coming up with excuses, saying like, no, just take a chill today. You're kind of tired, like you had work, you had school, you're tired mentally and everything. So you're gonna be like, no, let's just start tomorrow. I promise myself I'm gonna start tomorrow. And then the same thing happens tomorrow, and then the same thing happens tomorrow, on this day, on this day, on this day, on this day, on this day. And then nothing happens like that. Nothing happens like that. You stay poor, you stay fat, you stay lazy, you stay dumb. You don't benefit yourself at all, huh? Same thing with women. You may not be in a relationship at all. You may be frustrated about that. You may be jealous of people You may be jealous of people that are in relationships or something, and you think to yourself like, why am I single? Why am I not in a relationship or something? Well, I mean, I know it does suck to be single. If you really want true love in your life, I know it sucks sometimes. Being single is not a bad thing either, especially in the fucked up world that we live in now, where everyone's fucking each other and everything, cheating on each other and everything. So to be honest, it's not a good place to be in modern times. However, we have to deal with it again. It's our responsibility, it's our life. We have to take control of it. Grab it by the balls, basically. You have to be the type of man that a good woman would want. And I'm not talking about any woman. Most women out there are trash today. And that does not mean men aren't. Men are also pretty, no, I'm gonna say very low quality outside these days. Nightclubs, partying, and this and this and this and this. Well, I don't want to talk about that now. That's a topic for another video. You have to be the type of man that a good woman would want. That's a lot of things. I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. However, you get the point. You have to take some sort of action. You have to take any action. It doesn't have to be big. I recommend it have to be big. Okay, have a big desire, big dream, big goal, and take small steps towards it. Okay, let's say you're a fat fuck. You want to lose some weight. You want to lose fat in your body. I also have some fat. I'm trying to lose as much as I can. I'm not gonna make excuses. I have some fat on my body as well. So how would you do that? You might think you're being very lazy because you don't do much. Let's say you might go see a David Goggins video or something and see how he gets up at 2 a.m. and starts running or something out in the wet, out in the heavy rain. You might see something like that and think like, damn, I have to do something big. No, you don't have to do something that big. That's just David Goggins. I mean, it's good if you get a discipline level like him. You will. However, it doesn't just happen. When you get from point A to point B, you can't just take a big leap towards point B from point A, can you? You have to take small steps. You have to take steps to get to that point. Jesus, I'm very fucking passionate about this. Anyways, you have to take small steps. So if you're fat, the biggest thing you do now that will change the trajectory of this part of your life is you just start doing some research on the type of food that you eat, how much you should eat. Google BMI calculator, step on the scale, find out your weight, measure yourself with an inch tape or something, see what's your centimeters and everything. So research all of that, research how many calories you should eat to lose weight and that's in a proper manner and everything. There's a bunch of stuff out online, I don't tell you that. You also have to start doing some exercise. So start going to the gym, do some cardio, do muscle training, resistance training. Do that. Take the small steps. Doesn't have to be, do that 7 days a week. No, don't do that. You can. It's up to you. You can. Your body needs rest as well. However, you have to keep you have to keep active physically. That's gonna allow you to be in the physical state of shape that you want. And don't think that you're gonna start tomorrow with this. Let me just eat my last Oreo. Let me just eat my last bunch of Oreo cookies here that I have in my kitchen and everything. No, start fucking now. Your brain is already starting to come up with excuses. I can already see that. Your brain is coming up with excuses. Sometimes you have to fight your own brain. It's your own brain that's the only thing you can control about yourself. Literally, anything in life, the thing you can only control is what you do. And that starts by you controlling what you do with this little bitch here in your head, you know? You might think that your brain is thinking the best for you, like genuinely, like, no, you should start tomorrow. No, it's not a good thing. I was also just fighting with myself before I started filming this video, if I should start filming or not. I was sleepy. I was having a headache. I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm gonna start filming tomorrow, I have my script ready. No, I don't want to waste today for no reason. So here I am filming this very first video for my channel, for my YouTube channel. Your brain will maybe tell you, let's say this time you want to, let's say there's a person watching this video who wants to be financially free someday, right? It's an amazing thing to be. Go out and do it. Go out and achieve that. You might start thinking of, let's say you want to do some copywriting, something, some freelancing service, let's say, and you are trying to find some clients online for that. It's not an easy process. It's not fun at all. I personally hate those things. Finding clients for copywriting, it's not a thing for me. Salute to those guys that can do it. However, it's gonna be hard when you try to find clients. So you might set a day for yourself. You might say, oh, okay, I have learned about copywriting. I'm gonna start actually implementing the things that I've learned. Let's say on the upcoming Saturday, let's say. Today is Monday for those of you who are watching. It's February 12th, like I said earlier. You might say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna start my client hunting on the coming Saturday. From today till Friday, you're gonna be looking videos on how to properly do outreaches and everything for your freelance or whatever you're doing, whatever freelance activity you do. Saturday comes and you feel the dread in your brain. You're like, I'm so tired. I don't want to waste hours. I don't want to fear that I'm gonna waste all this time trying to find people, but it comes up to nothing because nobody's gonna really reply to my email. No, you have to still do it anyway. This is the universe's way of testing you. If you keep giving up, you're not gonna get what you want. You have to stay persistent, stay focused, keep doing what you're supposed to do, and eventually the universe will have enough and it'll be like, okay, just take it, man. Have some few clients here. Increase your income. Here you go. You have been a good boy. That's the way you get things done. That's it. This is for somebody who wants to do a business online. Anything that wants to increase his income on his own, not through a job, on his own, then yes, this is just an example that I'm giving you. My next point now is for any fuck up that happens in your life, that happens, that is completely your fault. Though how you react to it, what you do afterwards, what you did before that is completely your fault. Now there may be some situations that were out of your control. Like let's say you're walking out on a rainy day. You're commuting to work, or you're going to school, or whatever, university, school, whatever age you're in. Let's say you're going to work, it's raining outside, you see a small puddle on the road, and you just walking casually, but suddenly there's a car or a public bus that comes by and just drives right through that puddle, and you get splashed with all of the water. I know it's not fun, I've been there. Okay, you could not influence the driver of that bus or car to slow down or like to drive around that puddle. Too bad. Water splashed on you, on your pants. Your pants are kind of wet now. And it's not a fun feeling. You get pissed off about it. Now, from the point that you get the water splashed on you, whatever happens after that is completely your responsibility, completely your fault. I'm not saying fault in a bad way, it can be in a good way as well. You're not gonna just chase the guy for splashing water on you when you're just wasting your time going to work, getting super pissed off. Maybe that guy does stop his car or something, and then he gets on you start fighting each other. It's not gonna work. You get injured, he gets injured, it gets escalated into a big thing, and you get late to work or something. You might not even go to work because you get so bruised up. Or I don't know what. I'm just thinking of something extreme like this. What you should ideally do is just, okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't feel upset. Of course, it's completely normal. It's a human reaction whenever whenever something bad like that happens to you and you're doing something that's not even in your control and something bad happens to you because of it when it's not even your fault. I understand that. Being angry, being upset is completely normal here. However, you should not use that as an excuse and stay angry or do something irrational afterwards. You shouldn't do that. What you should do in this example, just take a deep breath, look in the sky and just laugh it off. Just laugh at the universe, not in a bad way. Just say, haha, I'm not. You're not gonna get me this time. Keep testing me. That's just something I like to do personally. Whenever something like this happens, I'm not saying this happens to me a lot. It has happened sometimes, and not at the same place. Not the same place. One time it happened to at a metro station. One time it happened when I'm going to take a bus. I have a different place. It doesn't really matter. However, like I said, this is your responsibility. Just laugh it off. Bad things happen to everybody. Maybe you're walking with your friends on the sideway. Maybe you're walking with your friends on the side of the road, and suddenly you fell and slipped, and maybe your pants got kind of ripped a little bit. I don't know from where. That's your imagination from wherever it got ripped. It can be embarrassing, I know that, but just try your best. I know it's a pretty embarrassing situation. You're like, oh fuck, what do I do? What do I do? I don't want people to see me like this. No. Your friends are like, yeah, looking at this guy. Hey, look, he fell. Look, his pants are. Okay, they're your friends. Of course, they're gonna make fun of you. This is for guys, especially. So you just be like, okay, I mean, it's too bad. I'll try. Yes, so the responsibility you don't slip next time. You just watch out. Be careful with the way you walk. That's gonna be fine. You're not gonna slip again. The last point I want to make here is, in order to be truly responsible for your own life, this is the biggest point here. Sorry for that. I'm sorry for that, it's 8. The biggest point in this whole video is gonna be what I'm gonna say now. This is, you have to take time in your life and understand the values that you should stand up for, that you want to stand up for, and pretty much your values of life, meaning the way of your life you want to. And this is not gonna happen quickly. This is gonna take a long time. But this is the best way you can become responsible. Take responsibility of your own life. Take it into your hands. This is the best way you can do it. And you start this by spending time alone. I'm not saying to isolate yourself from the outside world in the sense like don't talk to your friends. No, not like that. You should isolate yourself in a way. Let's say from social media. Isolate yourself from the distractions. What I mean by distractions? YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. The list goes on and on. Social media, YouTube, videos, photos, whatever. Video games, music. Music is a big one. I love music. I like music. But those things keep you distracted, and you're not gonna know what values you should live for. You're gonna be following the values and pieces of advice from other people that don't really give a shit about you. They're not in your best interests. So you have to get rid of distractions. All of them, preferably. That will be the biggest improvement in your life, I swear. I swear this. You're gonna be so much better. You're gonna feel so much mentally better when you get rid of all of these distractions in your life. Stop spending time with people that you feel hold you back. And you have to, like I said, spend time alone. Let me give you an example. Okay, I'm gonna talk about myself here, how this really worked for me. So I am a pretty conservative guy, let's say. I take my life very seriously. I take my relationships and my values very seriously now. So it's the norm out here that I live in Poland, by the way. It's a normal thing. Well, this is a normal thing everywhere. People drink alcohol, they smoke cigarettes, go to parties, nightclubs. This is very normal in countries nowadays, in every country nowadays, everywhere, mostly. I hate these things because they're dangerous for you. Hell, cigarettes are dangerous for you. Drinking alcohol is bad for you. Nightclubs and parties are a fucking waste of time, and it's for degenerates. What, you want to go and sleep out with some random girls they don't even know, that you're not even close with? That's disgusting. You're becoming degenerate, you're hanging out with degenerate people, degenerate girls out there. So I hate these things, which is why I limit myself with people that don't do these things. I don't hang out with these things. Sorry, not hang out with these things. I don't surround myself with people that like these things or that think these are normal things. 1 year ago, I was in a very dark place. I used to, every weekend after I finished work for the week, I would just come home, be depressed about where I was living, because I was living in a really bad place. In an apartment with 5 other people. I had a room to myself, and nobody ever cleaned up, and nobody did anything, never cleaned up anything at all. And because of that, my eating habits were completely shit. I used to order pizza a lot. I was very chubby. I had pimples all over my face because of the junk food that I was eating: chips, yogurt, sweets, chocolates. I would not even cook properly. I would just eat those things as my meals. Over consumption, over the amount of the calories that I would need in a day. I was doing that stuff to myself. And one day I decided, okay, I've had enough. I don't want to live like this. So I completely cut off YouTube, because that was the biggest thing that was holding me back from my personal growth. So I cut YouTube out completely. I stopped consuming content there. And I deleted all of my social media. I still have Facebook. I don't use that app. I just use it for Messenger because of my friends and everything. I don't use any social media. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have YouTube. I mean, I don't consume on YouTube unless it's something that I want to learn about bodybuilding or something like that, about content creation. Maybe something, here in once in a while. Only then. However, I don't do this. I don't listen to music. Music is one of the biggest distractors in your life, because you cannot focus on anything for more than a couple of minutes, because you're thinking about the songs that you love. Okay, I mean, music is not a bad thing, but in this, no, I changed my mind. Music is a pretty bad thing, because you feel dopamine for no reason. You feel good about it. Now this part is mainly for guys. I'm not talking about girls here, because girls live differently. So you have to take some time off yourself. This is not gonna happen in days or minutes or hours. You have to take some time off. Dedicate your life to this, to know your values, to know your purpose. For guys, especially, purpose. That's what we all love to do what we want to do in our lives, to have a purpose, have a meaning, have what we value in life. So no social media, no YouTube, no music. And slowly, this took me months, and I'm still on this journey. This took me months. I started to slowly realize what are the things that I actually want to do. Once you have your values, once you follow these steps, you will know what values you will stand up for. Once you do, start living according to those values. Don't be a hypocrite and say smoking is bad for you, and you are the one smoking as well. Like, you lecture others on how drinking is not good and everything, but you just sneakily drink every now and then. Don't do that. Find what values you want in your life, live according to those values. That will be the best way to take responsibility for your life. Nobody's gonna come and save you. I'm gonna say that again. Nothing significant will happen, or nobody perfect will just come along in your life and solve the problem for you. You have to go out there. If you're broke, you have to earn more money. If you're fat, you are the one that has to lose the weight yourself. Nobody's gonna lose the weight for you. It doesn't work like that. You know it. And yeah, basically, the main purpose of this video is, if it even helps one of you guys, this video would complete that purpose for me. If it even gives some sort of guidance to even one of you watching this, That'll be amazing for me. I'm gonna be posting a new video next week. I wish you a good day ahead, and take responsibility for your life right fucking now. Don't waste your time. Time is a valuable thing. Do not waste it. You will regret it in the future, okay? I'm gonna see you next week. Mwah.